Okay, Vinland Saga Chapter 106 to 110. The Fettered Turn, Part 6. So these are the... What were they called again? So this is like a whale. I guess in some way they're probably somewhat related to walruses. And this is something similar to their... But this is... I guess this is extremely huge. And maybe these are ancient creatures during around the Vikings. Because I've never... Maybe it's still around. I'm not sure though. Maybe it's a rare kind of whale around the northern regions. Yeah. And this will definitely kill you once it's you've been poked with it or been stabbed with it. Yeah, yes, yeah. If you've been impaled by this, yeah, I don't know. Especially with if it's like a whale as well. So it's I guess just the size of it. And they said that I guess the horns could be used for um I guess you have to do something to it and it will you can sell it for a price. I was born in a small Vic. This was the girl. What's her name? There was dad, mom, my siblings, ship, and home. As far as I knew, that was the entire world. But now and then, ships would come from beyond the world. I believe this is all that you requested. It's a great boon, Leif. Please take your time here. How goes the war? England has paid more tribute for relocation of the occupying forces. Business is good for the Danes. The ships always brought fascinating things. It's a jar of honey. Yay. Dave, where do you come from? Hmm? This is Greenland. Greenland, your home is here, Goodrid. My home is over here. It's a day by boat. Oh, so that's where the honey comes from. Nope. I got the honey in England. In Iceland. And Iceland is over here. Where it actually came from is another place called Norway. That's further east. What about the wine? The wine's from Germany. That's around here. The sword is French. The pot came from England, and the bows and arrows where those came from. The world that Leif drew was too big to fit on the little beach, man. And it's just the one side of the world. And about here is a place called Kiev. It's all east, east, east. Is Greenland all the way at the very west? That's a good question. No, there's more, much further to the west. That's Vinland. That whole day I gazed at the world life depicted. It set my heart racing. The world is vast. And yet, ooh, ow, murmur. You're getting off with just a single slap. You should be careful. You should be grateful for my mercy. Stop it, Halgerd. It was your father's decision. I know that, mother. That's why it's just one slap. What the hell was that for? What am I getting off for? And who are you anyway? You speak like a boor. You know, if it weren't for you, I would have been Sigurd's proper wife. Huh? Your wig, your wig. It was father's decision, so I have no choice but to allow you to sit in the bridal seat 2 days from now. I didn't ask for it. I wasn't sure if I ought to meet you or not. Now I am glad that I did, Goodrid. That hair of yours, so it was a wig all along. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Now I am certain that I am the superior woman in every imaginable way. Looks, manner, background. And look at what you're wearing. Trousers. With that haircut, I can't be certain you're a woman at all. Our competition hasn't even started yet. You'll never have Sigurd. Gudrid. Oh, ho, ho. I'm sorry for that, Gudrid. She is well. Sigurd's second wife, if you will. His mistress. Oh. She has known my son for many years. Try to understand her side in this. She can be good natured in her own way. I don't care. I just don't care. The world is so vast. So how can my own life be so limited? Can it be fixed? It'll take all of tomorrow. There is a creature known as a unicorn. I guess yeah, I guess the the whale is kind of like a unicorn in some way. It is a legend from distant Greekland. They speak of a pride white horse with a single horn that cannot be tamed. Its horn supposedly has the power to erase poison and cure disease. Wait, a horn you mean? Yes, in the distant land of the Greeks, those narwhal horns can be sold for a very good price as a miracle cure unicorn horns. So it's a scam. You tell me, I don't know if it works or not. The point is, these horns are a luxury item in Greece. If we can bring them there, all those horns represent a fortune. And how much is a fortune? Enough to cover the cost of transport? Or, yes, well, it depends on the negotiation with the buyer, of course. But from what a fellow trader once told me, if all goes well, they are worth their weight in gold. Damn. But yeah, but I guess this is Thorfinn will learn some kind of negotiation skills through life, which will be necessary eventually in the future for him to learn on how to negotiate. But damn. It's so bright. their their perspective about it has changed. But yeah, I guess another thing is that getting these things would have been very difficult. Let's do it, Leif. Let's go to Greece. Youth always come to the simplest conclusion. Greece is far, far away, perhaps even farther than Vinland. Mikagard, Black Sea, Greece, Russia, Baltic Sea, Denmark, Norway, England. We must cross the North Sea to the distant east and then the Baltic Sea, navigate Russia, and only then can we reach the Greek capital of Miklagard. Even I have never been there. It is a trip to the very edge of the world. How long will that take? I don't know. We should plan under the assumption that it will take an entire year one way and they have to go back. So the journey will not be easy. There are pirates at sea and beasts on land. There is no guarantee that we will survive the trip. I see. So this is the challenge. Oh man, this is bad news. I can tell from Dad's face. That's the look he admonishes others but intends to go anyway at his age. He'll never outgrow his love of adventure. I'll do it. I'm in. Bleh. I'm exhausted. I'm back. Halfdan is a very rich man, and he has a connection to Leif. Even he wouldn't lend us money. Based on that, I think our chances are even smaller asking other wealthy men. Let's do it, brother. We knew this would be a desperate attempt from the start. Mr. Leif, well, if you ask me, this adventure's going nowhere without my experience or my boat. Don't try and tell me I'm staying behind, Dad. I'm in too. You can't stop me. East, the opposite direction of Vinland, but in a sense, it might be a shortcut. Let's go to the distant land of Greece. They're going to Greece. Good, that's it. That settles it. Well, here we go. An adventure always sends my heart racing, no matter how old I get. We'll bring back a fortune in gold and show Halfdan what we're really made of. Propose a toast to Thorfinn and Einar and the birth of the their mercantile adventure. Cheers! Oh, she wants to join. But yeah, she needs to convince Halfdan. Because I think the agreement is with Halfdan. Oh, there you are, Goodrid. We were just toasting. You appear to be having fun, going off to a place called Greece, I hear. We cannot take you. You will be wed in 2 days, and it's a treacherous journey. Maybe Thorfinn will be the one who might will convince Halfdan. Because I think he understand I guess Goodrid's curiosity and interest. Because he was like that when he forcefully joined Thor's on on their way to where were they going to? I guess to Denmark. All I said was that it sounded like fun. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Watch out for stowaways. She'll try. Mark my words. I'm exhausted today. I'm not ready to listen to him lecture me about how a woman can't be a sailor. Oh, if only I hadn't learned how vast the world is. Man. Feel bad for Guthrid that, yeah. It's like she cannot pursue what she really wants to do. And I think I guess it's been a struggle. I guess in almost every country during the early times for women, the fettered turn. And I think it's only a rare case where some women are able uh to become a little bit different than the others, living in 2 days. And I guess it's also a special condition where they are able to become to participate. So yeah, the ones there's also some cases where I think in Korea was it that there were a time where women are not allowed to cook, and then were a time where they are not allowed to become doctors, but eventually that changed. But yeah, I think it's in almost every country. They have almost some kind of restriction for women, because women are treated like just for staying at home, or as just a wife or something, as a housewife living in 2 days for Greece. I We're not going back to Greenland. Send my regards to the village. I knew this would happen. Pops has lost. I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen. Pops has lost his wits at last. I'm not senile. If we go back to the farm now, the ice floes might lock us in. That adds another 6 months to our schedule. Instead, we'll stay for Goodrid's wedding and then leave. But where in Greece? Miklagard, capital of the Byzantine Empire. You help us switch the cargo from my ship to the one Tula rode on. Then you take Tula's ship back to Greenland. You'll take Bug Eyes and no one else. This is madness. I'm against it. Think of your age, Pops. You're sailing off to your death. Settling Vinland is the deepest desire of all Greenlanders. What better use for the little time I've got left than to help save my people from misery? That's a lie. You just want to go on another adventure, don't you? I won't deny that either. You can't let an old man play cool for a bit. And even then, if I hadn't run into Thorfinn again, I don't think I'd have made up my mind to understand this mad challenge. He's a good young man. Inherited Thor's heart and will, and he even looks like Thor's now. There we go. I believe that he will find a common understanding with the inhabitants of Finland. I'm betting on his chances. I want to be of service to such promising young men. Then I'm with you. Bug Eyes and you being the only experienced sailors is too few for comfort. No, I cannot allow that. If you come too, then no one will be left to carry out the trading and ferrying of goods. Greenland needs you more. I want you in charge. Aww. But I'm so worried about you, Pops. Don't cry. We're not making our final farewells, you fool. I'll be back within 2 years. I need you to keep things under control. What's the matter? He's telling them about the Grease plan. I see. I feel about that. Whoa. She's Yep. So even more than the other sailors are being left behind. Goodrid, what are you doing down there? Whatever, I've heard enough. You're about to be wed. A woman cannot be a sailor. It's pointless to stow away with us. I know that. I know that everyone has their own role to fulfill. Oh, good. So you finally understand. No, I just lied right now. I understand it in my head, but not in my bones. Just once. Just give me a test to see if I have what it takes to be a sailor or not. Otherwise, I'll never accept your decision. Those are ship ropes. If you can't at least lift those, then you're not fit to be sailor. To be a sailor, got it. She can't do it, Dad. They're extra heavy with seawater. Even I'd have trouble lifting them. I know. Sailing's a physical job. It pains me to rub this in her face, but the sooner she knows it's too tough, the easier she can give up. Oh. Leif. Ah, yes. You see this? Yes. Do I have what it takes, Leif? If I were a man, would I pass your test? Oh. If you were a man, you'd be a sailor. I'm glad to hear that. Sorry to bother you. Yeah, I think that's just what she needed. She wants to hear. Man, that's kind of sad and cruel. But I think Thorfinn will try to convince, or maybe Leif will try to convince Halfdan in some way. It's strange when she gives up and backs down like that. It starts to make you feel a bit sorry, shouldn't you say? No, it's for the best. At last, she sees my side of things. Yeah, I think Thorfinn. I think this is somewhat also within the realms of what Thorfinn's would want is that that he would like at least other, not just slaves, but also I guess women to have their own choices, to be able to do what they want as well. So, ooh, what's this? Oh, the wedding. Yeah, this look of Thorfinn is that he's definitely planning to do something or with what's her name? Uh, I keep forgetting her name. Goodrid. Sigurd, deliver your wedding vow before this sword. Invested with the spirits of your forefathers. Yes, sir. I, Sigurd, do pledge to do honor to my wife Gudrid for the prosperity of our clans. I pledge to do my utmost for the prosperity of our clans. And he doesn't remember. I knew this would happen. He forgot the vows, prosperity, and everyone has their own calling in life. My calling was not to ride on ships. Whether I had the talent or not, there is no life for me but in following my calling. What a man. Haha. Sige, congrats. Oh, it's over. Aw. It was just that I bristled at being told what to do. That was all. Well, Goodrid, come to your chamber now. Chamber. You have to prepare for later. That the very important duty. Oh, my duty. Oh, the bride's left. Don't give Sige any more to drink. He's got to be able to perform later. Oh, right, later. Yes, later, of course. I love that they're quite vague about. They keep calling it later. Shut up and stop meddling in my business. Bring me all the drink you've got. Be reasonable, Siggy. We've got to cut you off, Siggy. Who cares? Not me. This might have been the mistress, but I think she's the one who really is more interested in becoming Sigurd's wife. Okay, you got this, Siggy. Get lost. Back in men's clothing again. Do you hate your bridal wear? This is the most comfortable and the warmest. You've looked downcast this entire time. Was there a man you fancied back home? No, well, forget about that. Marriage is a tool to bring two clans together. And what will being relatives with a poor farm like ours earn your clan exactly? Something otherwise we wouldn't do it. Leif's farm will be an invaluable weapon for trading with Vinland. Oh, that's so. I guess that's just it. Leif's farm. Father plans to exploit the resources to be found there, but he wouldn't bother with the truly profound cost like building a kingdom. No, unlike this island, Vinland has forests and forests of trees. He'll cut them all down and sell them here for great value. All that's necessary for that is a woodcutter's shed in the Vinland forest during the summer. Until now, we've had to import all of our lumber from Norway. But if we establish our own trade route, none of this is taking root in my head. What is he talking about? For looking so severe, he sure does like to talk. And that means that keeping a relationship close between our families will benefit both of us. Understand? Nope. I didn't understand a word of it. Whatever. I'm just fulfilling my role. I wonder if it's true that it hurts the first time, like they say. My last husband went off to Vinland and died before we did anything. I hope it's not too painful. Ah! Ooh, a dagger. Ooh. Huh? What? I'm sorry. Gah. Shit, what is the meaning of this? Are you bitch, what do you think you're doing? Was that her? Was that like her instincts of, or did someone throw that knife? Oh wait, I guess it was her. Seems her hand is like closer to the knife. So I guess it's like instinctively her body I guess wanted to protect herself in some way. Hope things are going well for Siggy. Haha, want to go sneak a peek? Huh? What was that? Was that? Oh, I guess it's hers. I guess deep down she's still contemplating on what to do. Damn it! After her, you fools. Goodrid's escape. Yeah, she can't accept just being like a tool. Even in 11th century Scandinavia, there was a functioning minting system, gold and silver coins. Unlike today's money, which is bills backed by trust in central banks, the value of those coins was not in their shape or stamping, but their thickness and weight. So when buying something worth half a gold coin, they would actually cut the coin in half. Since the precious metals were rare in origin, this coinage wasn't present for every transaction. Most trading was goods for goods. But even in those trades, there needed to be a standard recognized unit of value. In medieval northern Europe, especially in Iceland, which had no minted coins, woven wool served the purpose of gold. In addition to being used for clothing, a piece of wool fabric 100 centimeters wide and 280 centimeters long was considered to have the same approximate value as 7 grams of silver. In 13th century Iceland, that made it a currency commodity. Livestock could be currency commodity. To how many ships would this cost? Textiles and livestock were vital parts of life, so they had significant value, making them a substitute for money. With that in mind, when I look at a 1,000 yen bill today, I can't help but think it's insane that this little slip of paper is worth the same as an extra large bowl of noodles with fried pork. It's just paper. The modern world is extremely strange. The Fettered Turn, Part 8. Goodrid stabbed Master Sigurd. Have no fear, there's no threat to his life. We have some of the young fellows searching for Goodrid. I've come to make the report, but it would be poor to cause a panic on this auspicious occasion. Do you have any thoughts about this, Tula? Any reasons why Goodrid would have done such a thing? Yeah, this would be big problem. Miss Goodrid, Miss Goodrid, Miss Goodrid, Miss. Do you really think she's going to come when you called? Use your head, fool. She stabbed me and ran away. Search quickly and quietly. Given the chill, we have to worry about Goodrid freezing. She'll have left prints in the snow. Use them and track her down. Sorry, I think we've run around so much that we've lost sight of hers. How are all of you so uniformly stupid? Yeah, she's going to slip to the ship. There, we're all ready to go. Let's get some sleep now. It's an early morning. They're still carrying on with the feast. It'll last all night, I reckon. Think we can just go and pop our heads in for a free drink? If you're late to rise in the morning, we're leaving you behind. Goodrid, is the bride supposed to be out here? Huh? It was only Thorpe in her guess who felt that she was there. Your instincts are impressive, pal. Twice now you have seen through my skill at barrel fladge. Barrel fladge. This is no time for jokes, Goodrid. You're supposed to be at your, the thing. The thing, the consummation. Exactly, what do you think you're doing? Horsing around out here. Well, as it happens, I don't know that I'll be able to return. Why? Did you have a fight with Sigurd? A fight, or you could say, I stabbed him. Come again. I stabbed my husband. Where did you hit him? With what? Did you kill him? Or I hit him in the leg with a knife. It might have been the other leg, the leg, but you didn't kill him. I don't think so. Why would you? I've never heard of such a thing. Well, even I was surprised when it happened. The next thing I knew, jab, there it was. Gosh, haha, I thought it was all clear in my head. But I guess my body never bought the idea. I'm just not sure what to do now. If I go back and grovel, do you think they'll forgive me? I guess not, huh? He'll never want to sleep next to a crazy woman like me again. Oh, Goodrid, I can't do the things that everyone else takes for granted. The things that Tula does for me don't make me happy. I know I'm stupid and selfish and willful, but I can't change that about myself. I want to sail. I want to see the world. I wasn't born a woman out of choice. Why can't a woman be a sailor? Why can't I be allowed to choose a life for myself? You can. Dave, everyone, let's add her to the crew. I had a feeling you would say that. You make it sound so simple. She stabbed Sigurd, a proud Norse warrior, injured by a woman. Oh, she will not fare well returning to the fold. It would be best to allow the anger to subside. We should take Goodrid on board and leave at once. Blood will be shed. Blood has already been shed. We are going to the ends of the earth, Goodrid. There's no guarantee that we will return alive. Will you still come with us? Ah, I want to go with you, but what? Oh, Tula is if you're hesitating on my account, that's not in your nature. Tula, the people from the farm haven't spotted you here yet. To think none of them considered coming straight to the dock. All these men and their blindness to the obvious. But I suppose I should speak for myself. You forgot something. Your gloves and belt are inside. Oh, that's sweet. Sister, I figured that as time passed here on this farm, you would grow used to it, as you did with us. But it seems that I was wrong this time. I'm sorry for putting so much pressure on you. Go where you will, my girl. Take care of yourself. Alright, enough lollygagging, all of you. I'll handle the rest. You'd better hurry before the rest of them notice what's happening. But what are you planning to do exactly? Whatever it is, so be it. Just get in your ship and get out of here. Take good care of Goodrid, brother. Yeah, I'm curious how Halfdan will react to this. But yeah, I guess I don't think he really cares about the marriage that much. I guess if he would still be able have to have the good relationship with Leif's farm. I think that's more than enough. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's still very complicated with with what's happened because at the same time this will also somewhat affect the relationship of Thorfinn and Halfdan eventually. Fine, it's on you then. Prepare to set sail. Come, Goodrid, you've got to row with us. Aw, good for Goodrid. Aw, but yeah, she's definitely worried for her sister Tula, cause yeah, the mess she created is I don't think it's going to be resolved that easily. There would be negotiations, and I don't know. I'm kind of worried as well, but I don't know. I guess Halfdan is somewhat a reasonable man, depending on if the offer is right. So we'll see. But good thing for Goodrid that she's finally able to pursue what she really wants to do. Sister, I'm sorry that I wasn't better behaved. I'm sorry. Uh, I think in some way, this is one of the things that Thorfinn wants to be able to to offer to his citizens eventually in the future is for the people who are free to be able, whether a slave or not a slave, a woman or a man, to be able to choose what they want to do and not be tied upon customs or traditions. The liberated turn. Uh I guess the turn is not really. I guess the turn somewhat signifies Goodrid, but yeah, Sigurd will definitely. Oh man, I don't know. Definitely, they'll definitely be pissed off about it. But I guess that he still has his second wife. We'll see. Yeah, my family has never suffered such an insult before. Yeah. Stabbed by your own wife and having her slip through your fingers. What do you have to say for yourself, Sigurd? And he's roasting Sigurd, which is I'm surprised. I thought he would at least go have his angst towards slaves, people. I guess family. Sir, it represents a lifetime of shame for me. No, no, what are you saying? The fault of all of this lies in us. That is not how society will see it, Tula. It does not matter what Gudrid thought when she did it. This incident cannot be covered up. Our family will be made a laughing stock. The important matter is what we ought to do now for the sake of lost honor. Right, Sigurd? Yes, as you say, sir. I happen to be interested in what Gudrid was thinking, my husband. Ooh. If we do not understand the cause, we are certain to fail again. Hold your tongue, Astrid. No, I will speak my mind now. Whoa. I believe you ought to consider a woman's opinion more, husband. Father, mother, I swear to you that I shall be responsible for making amends for my own mistake. And how will you do that? I will track down my wife Gudrid, and I shall not set foot on this land again without her. Do you know where they went? Back to back to Greenland, raw east. Thorfinn's group must have already left for Greece in order to earn the gold necessary to settle in Vinland. Greece, the east, I understand. They shall not get far. I will not be gone long, father and mother. Pardon my exit. So, how did it go, Siggy? Did you get chewed out? A ship, get us ready to sail at once. Thorfinn, I knew he was a kidnapper after. The price for shaving Sigurd will be dear indeed. Now, Tula, as you heard from him, we shall wait for Sigurd's return to settle the matter of divorce or not. However, we will require some kind of I think this is where he's really trying to get to. He needs some kind of payment for the grievances that they receive. Where we will require some kind of reparation for the present moment. We shall have to define the external bearer of responsibility for the matter. our family is the victim of this incident. Yes, you are correct. Is that a fact? Personally, I think the fault lies with your husband. If you'll pardon me, I believe that you are thinking of women as nothing more than game pieces of a Henefatafel board. I happen to think that is the root of this failure. What would happen if each and every piece in this game had its own heart and mind? Perhaps this piece thinks, I'm tired of being ordered around. I have my own will. I would have rather leave this board and see the greater world. Check. A woman has her own free will. She simply chooses to engage in the man's game most of the time. Do not forget this. Oh. It's beautiful. We're not stopping at the village. We're just going to leave Iceland behind. That's right. They might be coming after us, and I don't want consequences to fall on mother's shoulders. Moore's group will inform the village what happened later. I see. I was hoping to pay my respects to Helga one more time before we left. To mother, yes. Your mother is a good woman. She told me if you are Thorfinn's brother, then that makes you my son. We'll see her again, but don't let Goodrid hear that story. She might feel guilty about it. All right. Goodrid. So you finally made it on my ship, you little tomboy. Pleasure to be aboard. It won't be a pleasure in the least, you fool. You're a lowly apprentice sailor, so you'll work the hardest of anyone. Yes, Captain. You won't be treated like a lady, whine and whinge about the conditions, and I'll toss you overboard. Prepare for the worst. Yes, Captain. When she's so enthusiastic about it. No more than the bare minimum of whinging. Good, then you'll start with cleaning the foredeck. Show her the ropes, bug eyes. I love that he came from Thorfinn to becoming bug eyes eventually. All right, sailor, time to learn your lessons. Aw, cleaning. What a surprise! The first words out of your mouth are complaints. Yes, Captain, cleaning is not my strong suit. Rephrasing your answer to be snappier doesn't make it any better. Yes, Captain. Aw. Crossing the North Sea. Man, the North Sea is one of the most, I guess, most stormy or difficult seas to cross. Ooh, who's this? Oh, Vikings. Damn. Where is this? Not him, spare my baby. Damn. North Atlantic near the Faroe Island, December 10, 18. Ah. Oh, oh, stop, please, please, stop, stop, stop. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Even her seasickness is annoying. A million gold pieces to the man who teaches me how not to get seasick. There are two ways, ride many ships or none. Not that. I mean practical ways like medicine or herb. We do have medicine, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, look at the waves, man. North Sea is like this. What's that? It's narwhal horn grounded into powder and mixed with water. Ooh. The Greeks know it is a wonderful panacea to cure all ills. Very expensive stuff. You're lucky. Seasickness is an illness? Is that how you're supposed to drink that stuff? You have the right amount. Look, just drink. You'll see. Are you experimenting on me? That's not funny. I won't drink this freakish potion. Shut up and stop whining about it. You're completely useless being this sick, so you might as well be our test subject. What a woman, hostile workplace. Stay back or I'll puke all over you. Oh, the Faroes. You're in luck, Goodrid. No need to drink that stuff. Is it land? Solid ground for the first time in 6 days. The Faroes. Faroe Island stray mole. Well, well, well. If it isn't Leif, didn't expect to see you again before the winter. That's right. It's an abrupt visit, I know. We've got business back on the continent and stop for a spell. Why, just come as he please. Oh, is this the village that was being attacked? I think it's also Faroe Island. Or maybe it's a closer island? It kind of looks the same in some way. Hun, Grandpa lives come to visit. Ah, it's so fair, no rock. And what's going on there? She's savoring solid land. Wahahaha. Greece, you say? Is it a far trip? Indeed, quite an adventure. Then we look forward to your return visit. We look forward to your return visit. Bring us tales of far off Greece life. I hope to live that long. Whoosh. Ooh, cold out here. This voyage has brought me fresh respect for what life is capable of. Denmark, Norway, Faroes Island, Iceland. He has friends all over the world who welcome him in. Yes, of course, it's Norse custom to welcome a traveler, but even more than that, he is likable. It's not just his skill with the boat that makes him such a veteran traveler, I suppose. It's a tremendous strength, yes. Strength every bit as great as the sword. And it can do things that even the sword cannot. When I was a boy, there was just one time that I saw my father draw his sword. It was here. Oh. So I guess it's the island where they were somewhat ambushed. It was here in the Faroes. Back home, I told the story of the battle with Askeladd. That was the last my father ever fought. I see, that's right. This place has painful memories for you then. No, that wasn't my point. What I meant to say is, I was just remembering how my father, who hated fighting, still kept his sword around just in case, as a last resort. Father understood that he was a man whose presence brought battle, I think. That's why he left the mainland and came out here to Iceland to keep himself away. But even father wasn't able to cast aside his sword until the very end. On the continent beyond this island, a great violence awaits us. Will I be able to navigate those waters without throwing the sword again? So rather than worrying about your own survival, you're more concerned with whether you can avoid hurting anyone else. You're really something, you know that. It'll be fine. You're the man who sparred with the great King Canute. That was just good luck. Canute is a man who can be reasoned with. Thorfinn, just remember this then. Remember that I know who you are. If you're in danger in the days ahead and your options dwindle, and you're forced to take that last resort you fear, remember that I know how you feel. Never forget that, brother. Hmm, maybe that's not much consolation after all. It is, thank you, brother. Yeah. Grab back on the voyage. Enough with the barfing. Just drink this already. You drink it, bug. It's been oddly choppy the last few days. Yeah, I think what they've shown from the beginning of this chapter, they're bound to meet Vikings eventually, or I guess maybe just pirates, and yeah, they will have to defend themselves eventually. So I think that's what's definitely worrying Thorfinn, that yeah, eventually, especially during this time, they might have to defend themselves. Perhaps something's afoot in the nearby seas. Afoot like what? For instance, the blood of war seeping into the waters. Land ahoy, Mr. Leif. North Sea, Shetland Islands. Yeah. War. It's been several days. It is the family of my friend. Oh, Arngrim, you poor man. No, Mr. Leif, don't disembark. There might still be survivors. I will go and make sure. Perhaps the ones who attacked the settlement are still lurking by. Stay here and be ready to leave at any moment. Ooh, who's that? Grr. But seems like more like a beast than a man. So man. And if you have no way of defending yourself, yeah, this will what will happen to your village. So damn, yeah. So I guess now we're finally at the first steps of the I guess of the adventures of Thorfinn. And we have now Goodrid. That was a really nice arc for Goodrid. I guess to showcase another side who's been struggling with during this time is a woman who wants to pursue something that is not common for a woman to do. And yeah, I think it's somewhat aligns with what Thorfinn is trying to do. And I love that they showcased that here. And at the same time, also love that moment where Halfdan's wife somewhat made made some criticism about his mindset, his strategies. That those pieces, the ones that he's trying to control in some way, is they have hearts, they have wills of their own. He can't just manipulate them according to, I guess, by the rules. But yeah, good for Goodrid that she was able to pursue what she wants to do. But yeah, I think Sigurd might be like that side villain that will be trying to purchase trying uh to chase them and try to pursue them, and will be searching for Goodrid wherever they go. He will always be there somewhere lurking. And yeah. But at the same time, Tola did, I guess Halfdan did say that yeah, she needs to go back eventually. At least I guess they have divorce, so I guess that's the good thing. They could still have they could have that. But I think what Halfdan is trying to, what he really cares about is the if the is the I guess the rights, or some way the routes for Leif's farm, so that they'll have the access to Vinland's, I guess that's what his main goal is, the lumber that they would get. So it's still about the business. So that's all what Halfdan is trying to achieve. So but so far, I think this will be the big challenge. I guess one of the challenges that Thorfinn will have to face. I guess as long as he's within the Northern Sea, within the the territories of the Vikings, is that he might have to fight to defend themselves. Because these Vikings are, there's no one to control them except themselves. So there's no stopping them from trying to pillage or steal. And pirates as well. I guess pirates are also, I guess Vikings are, because I guess they're like the pirates during this era. So yeah. So that's all I can say in this read. Let me know what you think about it. I guess it's pretty much like a setup for the adventure of what they're trying to achieve. And also I guess with regards to the, what's it called, the unicorn thing, for Halfdan to give that to Thorfinn. But I guess it's just, it has a potential. You still have to work for it. But for him to give that to Thorfinn already says a lot that in some way he really somewhat wants to support Thorfinn. So man, a gold similar weight as gold of that horn is, man, that's even during this day would be that would be a very valuable thing. And that would be, man, that would be a very a lot of amount of in terms of, I guess, if converted to money. So let me know what you think about in this read through, feedback, anything, maybe things I missed as well. I would really appreciate that. And if you did enjoy watching the read through, leave a like, subscribe for updates. If you want to watch my read through in the next chapters, it's available for early access. Just check out the link in the description down below, and shout out to my patrons for supporting this channel, and thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.